Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці.
I wish you health, dear Ukrainians. I have finished a conversation with the Prime Minister of Canada, and this is the fourth international conversation on this day. The Prime Minister of the Netherlands, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the Prime Minister of Norway, and now Justin Trudeau. We started this year with what Ukraine needs most right now, on the eve of new mobilization processes being prepared by the terrorist state. Now is the moment when, together with our partners, we must strengthen our defense. We have no doubt that the current masters of Russia will throw everything they have left and everyone they can to try to turn the tide of the war and at least postpone their defeat. We have to disrupt this Russian scenario. We are preparing for this. The terrorists must lose. Any attempt at their new offensive must fail. This will be the final defeat of the terrorist state. I thank all partners who understand this. Russia mobilizes those whom it wants to throw to death. We mobilized the civilized world for the sake of life. I am grateful to Canada for its unwavering defense, sanctions and financial support. Today, we discussed with Prime Minister Trudeau how we can further increase pressure on Russia. I feel that Canadian assistance to our defense will remain strong this year. I thank Norway for their very powerful decisions that have already been taken and that are still being prepared. This applies to armed support as well. Norway's role can become truly historic in the defense of Europe if we implement everything we are talking about now. This also applies to the support of our energy system. In particular, I thank Norway for its readiness to help provide Ukraine with the necessary volume of gas for this winter. I am grateful to the UK for the fully concrete agreements reached, first of all in the defense sphere. Today, in the conversation with Prime Minister Sunak, I felt that we equally perceive the importance of this year, the prospects of this year, the fact that it is possible to achieve a pivotal advantage right now, not allowing Russia to win back on this or that front direction. I am grateful to the Netherlands for sharing with us the same understanding of justice, of how this war should end. Today I have informed Mr. Prime Minister Rutte on the nearest intentions on the enemy, on what Russia is preparing for the winter months and at the beginning of spring. I am confident that Ukraine will be heard in Europe. And every day I will continue such diplomatic activity, both formal and informal, both public and non-public. On the morning of January the 3rd I held a regular meeting of the staff, a long one. There were reports from the Commander-in-Chief of the operational situation on the front, the head of intelligence, on what to expect from the enemy in the coming weeks and months. We determined the needs of Ukraine, our defense, our energy sector in great detail, and we are working to meet each of the needs, in particular with partners. And one more thing. On January the 3rd, Russian terrorists destroyed the ice arena in Drushkivka, Donetsk region, with a missile. This ice arena, Altair, started working before the war, when Donbass had a normal life, before Russia came. Children trained there. There was a children's sports school. Hockey competitions were held there. People played sports there, celebrated and just enjoyed life. Kramatorsk, Slavyansk, Kostiantynivka, Bakhmut, Pokrovsk, Donetsk, Toretsk, and other cities and villages of Donbass. Everyone knew what kind of arena it was, and many people visited it. Last year, it was used to collect and distribute humanitarian aid. The Russian missile against Altair in Drushkivka is another confession of the terrorist state. It is a confession of what it came to Donbass with, and what we will definitely oust from there. Death will not prevail in Donbass, and we must do everything to throw out its tricolor from Donbass and other lands of Ukraine. I thank everyone who fights and works for our victory. I thank everyone who helps protect life. Glory to Ukraine.